Welcome to the Javianos post-show. Chris Cote here with Pete Mel, and what a day that was. I felt like a week of surfing packed into one day. So many big performances, thrilling victories, the agony of defeat, something for every type of surf fan today.
It sure was. You know, this new format, the bonus runs, we got to see how the bonus runs worked out, and some surfers took advantage of that big way. The women's, you know, we had some great performances come out of that in those first couple heats. We saw some surfers that we hadn't seen surf the ranch. Yeah, overall, it did feel like a week.
And we did see history in the making for the first time ever. One surfer has clinched a spot in the upcoming Rip Curl WSL Finals. That is Gabriel Medina. Check it out.
He's claimed victory.
Big frontside air reverse for Gabriel Medina.
He finds a bigger red this time.
He's asking for a 10, please. Racetrack section, tail high reverse.
Really pivoting off the tail, hammers the pocket.
Huge alley-oop from Gabriel Medina into a frontside air reverse. With 2 more events to go, it's already official. Gabriel Medina has qualified for the Rip Curl WSL Finals as part of the WSL Final 5. Gabriel Medina, we will see you at Lowers.
For the first time ever, the top 5 surfers, the male championship tour, the top 5 surfers from the female championship tour will be competing in a one-day contest coming up this September. Before we get there, we got to battle our way through the Jeep Surf Ranch Pro presented by Adobe. A wild series of waves just came through this afternoon. Just when you thought it was a good time to chill, the sun's going down, well, think again, the action flared up.
It sure did, and one of those standouts with the bonus runs. It had to be a couple new names in that top 10 or the top 8, which is so critical. And this one right here was a big one for Ethan Ewing.
The biggest move we saw on the leaderboard came from Ethan Ewing. Clutch performer, went from double digits all the way up to the 4th spot on the leaderboard. Incredible.
Yeah, and he had a good score on his right already with a 7.67, but he left the left with only a 3.2. So he didn't need a big score to get himself into that top 8 picture, but he did get a really nice wave here. Gets the 6.87 and jumped all the way up to 4th place, which pretty much you would say looks good to keep his position there in the top 8, but we still have a lot of bonus runs to go.
Yeah, with so many waves ridden, you know, it was hard to even remember, okay, yeah, Ethan Ewing did have a really incredible performance on day 1, and so you kind of forget about those big one-score waves with people trying to get rid of lower numbers. So for Ethan Ewing, he did his job and some. He's currently in that 4th place position. But like you said, Pete, a lot of surfing yet to come. The women really put on an epic show for us today. It seemed like the second Kokoho cheated up to the nose with her 5 toes, things lit up. Johanne Defay became the performer of the day on the female side of things and just did it with pure power, precision, and beautiful surfing.
And she has just got this relationship with the ranch. She knows how to get barreled. She's good both going left and right, as you'll see from her performance today. I mean, she is one of the standouts at the ranch, and this is a great opportunity for her to keep herself in that top 5 picture because she sits right there with Steph Gilmore. So this event, if she can keep herself in a 1-2 position, she might solidify herself towards this end of the season. And this was a great performance for her. Look how beautiful it was midday. I mean, and Johanne did everything right. Deep barrels on both the barrel sections and then power moves out on the face just like that, and completed her rides. I mean, super hyper consistent. You look at her totals for the day. I mean, she would have, just in her throwaway 2 numbers, would have kept herself in that top 8 picture.
Yeah, 4 keepers, all big numbers, and this was the left that got her into that top spot on the strength of that right. And it's pretty cool that you see this quick momentum shift. When surfers get a good wave going one way, it oftentimes translates into them getting fired up and doing surfing like this right after dropping a big number, adding to that heat total. Johanne Defay is in the lead, with an 8.13 and an 8.50 for a 16.63 total. She's in the top spot.
Yeah, and she did it all by, like I said, performing both on the left and the right, and that's what you have to do to be a champion here. You got to be able to get excellent numbers going both directions.
Here's your day 2 leaderboard. The qualifying rounds have been spicy.
Well, we got
Hot
to see
and heavy
Carissa
surf.
Moore for the first time today. We saw Sally Fitzgibbons, who both put themselves in there in 2 and 3. Tatiana was leading it from yesterday's performance, but she still finds herself in that top spot. Right now, when we start to think about the semis, it's 4th and above that you need to get in after these bonus runs start for the women.
Yeah, that is a brutal, savage cut through the field. I'm really impressed with what I've seen during that midday block. I think we had 8 surfers in a row, 8 women that just went out there and put up big number after big number after big number. You didn't see a lot of mistakes. You just saw a lot of trading off on the leaderboard, and that thing was shaken up all day long. So
Yeah.
that was a really fun block of surfing to watch.
It was. Yeah, Nikki Van Dyke, remember, she took her bonus runs and made a jump up the leaderboard to get herself into a better position to get those extra points needed. You know, it's not just finishing, you know, the top 4. There's also lots of points available for quarterfinals and you know, equal nights. So bonus runs are going to be fun to watch tomorrow.
Yeah, kind of 2 types of bonus runs. You had your bonus runs for the surfers with those big scores, and then you had your, you know, last chance sudden death bonus waves for the surfers that needed something to get through. And we're going to see more of that tomorrow. But we're going to take a quick break. We have more post-show to come. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more action. Welcome back to the Javianas post show. Chris Cote here with Pete Mel, and it was a day filled with action. Spacing really got a run through. men and women competing in qualifying rounds as well as bonus waves. Those bonus waves served as last chance reminders to these surfers, you know, that you've got to get up and go on every possible wave. Every time you have the chance, you got to make full use of that opportunity.
You sure do. And going into tomorrow, we've got finals day. There's going to be some movement on the leaderboard, you would imagine, as you see. The women's are going to start off with the quarterfinals 1 through 6 on the leaderboard. Some of those surfers, if they got bounced out, are going to be able to give their last chance with that bonus round. We also have the men's 1 through 12 on the leaderboard are also going to go. We saw Kelly Slater drop out, Italo Ferreira drop out of the top 8. They're going to get their bonus runs tomorrow morning.
Can't wait. And I've been waiting for this all day. Your top 5 moments from the Jeep Surf Ranch Pro presented by Adobe. And these moments came in flying. Coco Ho, fitting that she gets number 5 because the Cheater 5 was the talk of the town.
Sure was.
You got one of the most creative tube rides and coming back from retirement, quote unquote, in style, Coco Ho.
You know, she was one of my picks to do well as a replacement surfer here, and she didn't disappoint, especially when we saw right out of the gates, just put on a great performance with the barrel. And then, of course, the ode to the entertainers that the Hoes are, the little Cheater 5 on this inside barrel, and that was lovely. It was just so cool to see. Look at that, puts her to the front,
Frame
and
grab.
it was functional. And very clean looking and a beautiful ride from her. Good to have her back in competition with the jersey on. And again, like we mentioned, did not disappoint.
Deceptively difficult as well. Back at it, number 4, Adrian Ace Buchan. We've missed this guy a couple events. He's returned from injury and he looks to be in really solid shape, good form. And I put Ace up there with, you know, Slater, Adriano, just the veterans that you need to have in the event to really get the complete picture of the championship tour.
Yeah, I would agree. And his performance looked very solid here at the ranch. You know, he knew what his strengths were going to be, and he played to them, and it played very, very well. I mean, he was right there, kind of ticking at it, but there was a couple errors like that, not pulling those last final moves, and that was unfortunate.
Part of our 5 magic moments. Number 3, Sally Fitzgibbons.
Going excellent.
Clutch performance here.
Right, you know, and on the lefts, you know, putting up big numbers. An 8-point ride here, 8.13, I believe. And it was due to that straight up and down style of surfing, mistake-free surfing as well, completing her waves. And she wants to keep that top 5 slot, and this is a great opportunity because she's right up there right now.
She's had some really great seasons on tour. Every year seems to be like it could be her year, but this year, I am putting Sally Fitz right up there, favorites to potentially win the title.
Oh, and right now she sits at a number 4 spot, so there's still some bonus runs to happen right behind her.
Number 2, Griffin Colapinto. This happened just moments ago, coming out of obscurity, way down the leaderboard, way up to the top at number 5.
Then this was talking about utilizing bonus runs to your advantage. We saw Ethan Ewan do it, good himself all the way into 4th position, and Griffin Colapinto bettering both his rides, 7.2 on the right, and then a 7.33, both in his bonus rides. So Griffin getting himself into an opportunity to take a win here at the Surf Ranch, and if he can keep up doing this kind of stuff, and I think he's got more to give us, I would say that he can almost compete against this guy, but this guy's pretty hard to beat.
The number 1 moment of the day, Gabriel Medina, not only grabbing the 2nd place spot up on the leaderboard, but also making history as the first ever clinched surfer in that final 5 spot. He will be competing at the Rip Curl WSL Finals this September.
Love it, you know, and again, he's got a great opportunity here at the Surf Ranch. We've got a full day of competition tomorrow with finals day, and you would expect him to have a lot more of this, and I hope so.
Can't wait for it. We're going to leave you with some epic highlights to get you fired up. We'll see you tomorrow morning live from Lemoore. The Jeep Surf Ranch Pro rolls on.
I think the wax is warming up here, so it's moving around on the board. Get that finish coat on, boys, and see it.
What happened out there?
I think I was too excited for the left.
Oh, he is ready to rock. Are you kidding me? Look at the flare and the energy straight through the... Oh, man, are you kidding me? Come on.
Gabriel Medina has qualified for the Rip Curl WSL Finals.
hanging on the Airbnb pool going, okay, feeling the vibes.
Nice, classic, stylish backhand snap with a drift.
Oh my gosh, did you see it? She got spit out of that barrel.
That was unbelievable, Waz.
Really happy about my performance, and the waves are very glassy today, so stoked about that too.
Stylish snap. She'll get real deep in this barrel. Risk gets a lot of it.
We're going to reset, and we've got some bonus waves to run.
The bonus round is all about just this. Ethan Ewing onto number 4 on the leaderboard.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.
Where'd you learn how to surf?
Right here, man.